Okay, so collective reading for today. Let us see. We've got a Queen of Cups energy. Okay, so let's clarify the Six of Swords. Potential change, potential shift. Well, let's see, what's it about? I'm just realizing that this is a bird with a message, so there could be some kind of message coming in. It's so funny. Eight of Wands. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel like things are changing. I feel like there is a change happening. There's a transition happening. There's an intention for communication, but not right now. And I think because whoever this is still needs to work on things in their life. It looks like they're handling or juggling a bit of things on their plate. They could also be feeling overwhelmed with what they need to do. But things are moving. Things are happening for whoever this is. What is the Ace of Cups? I mean, yeah, I do feel like it's somebody coming back or somebody returning. The usual. Yeah. You know, I feel like this connection has gone through a very difficult period, very difficult time. It was very difficult in general. I feel like there's a desire, though, for someone to return to it, for someone to come back to it. They want to maybe renew it. They want to maybe have a new beginning when it comes to this love. Let's see what the Two of Swords is about. There's that Ace of Cups. There's that Nine of Pentacles. I feel like, okay, I feel like this is someone that needs to allow for love to come in. That's so weird. Yeah, they need to allow for love to come in. It's like they need to they need to give themselves the chance at least, or time, to allow for love to come in. There's fear, though. Feels like there's fear behind it. Could be because whatever the situation or connection was, it was so difficult. It's like, and I'm seeing potentially a Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups energy. They endured a lot during this connection. Very heavy, very difficult. And it's like, if they feel that they've already kind of come out of that, they're a bit scared to go back into it. But the potential for like a new beginning in love in this, for this connection, is here. I feel like their person wants to work on it, but they're not communicating because maybe they want to come in when they're in a better energy, right? Let's see what the 10 of Cups. Wow, I didn't realize. And 9 of Coins. You'd think I would have seen that, but I didn't. So yeah, so there's that 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. What's the 10 of Cups? This is interesting. I mean, right? 2 of Cups. Wow, there's like a strong potential for love here. Wow. I can't with this. What? Oh man, I love seeing this kind of energy because it does not come often. There's a 10 of Cups, right? That's the happily ever after, like the, you know, essentially the happiness that's desired. There's that 2 of Cups, my card for true love. New beginning, right? Finally getting something that has either been manifested or something that is deserved. And I mean, just pure happiness and fulfillment. I mean, you cannot get a better combo than this. Hello. And it's kind of like saying, well, this is all coming your way. But this 9 of Pentacles, I'm seeing fear. But we're gonna see. There's the 9 of Pentacles, and let's see what's this 9 of Pentacles deal. No, because like I said earlier, if this is a connection they already went through with someone and they're doing okay, because they look like they're doing okay, you know, upright energy, all good, abundant, strong, independent. But if they came from this, they were already able to overcome this pain and this heartbreak and whatever. It's like there's fear to go back to that. But this person seems like their person seems to have the intention to come back. They don't know if they want it anymore, if they want it the same way that they did. So there's resistance. You know, honestly, there's resistance in this 9 of Pentacles energy. And I know I can hear some of you guys saying like, what? This 9 of Pentacles, your person's coming back to offer all of this and you don't want it? It's not about not wanting it. It's just, sometimes guys, you know, when you've overcome something difficult, you want to protect your energy and you don't want to go back to the things that have hurt you. Even if it looks as promising as this, you know, even so, it's like this 9 of Pentacles is kind of like, well, let's just wait a minute. So let's see what the Queen of Cups energy is about. I feel like that's kind of saying there's still love there. They should come from that energy and all that. So I don't know. Let's see. 8 of Swords, the World. With that 2 of Swords and the Emperor energy. That 2 of Swords, which is what this energy was right here. This whole energy. Okay, so it's kind of saying, you know, this is meant to come in because it just is. It's a connection that's probably had its difficulties, you know, a separation, and now it's coming back together. Now, this 9 of Pentacles, obviously that's fear, right? It's fear. And because of that fear, there's resistance, even if it looks as beautiful as this, okay? But it's kind of saying, you know, somehow this 9 of Pentacles has already kind of closed out the certain things in their life that had kept them stuck, whether that was their behaviors, their patterns, their limiting beliefs. It's like they already came out of that. That chapter is done. So why is there a fear to explore something that could be as real as this? I guess it's because it's going to all boil down to that person, whoever this is that wants to come back in. It's all going to boil down to their energy being the Emperor. So potentially I think they need to, it's like they're not going to decide anything until they actually maybe see with their own eyes, or they're not going to really hope for anything until it becomes real. So that's generally what I'm getting for this, which is quite interesting. Wow. Okay, let's use this deck. Let's look a little deeper into these energies. Well, let's look into this Emperor. The person, this Emperor that wants to come back. What is their energy right now? They were the runner. So in that dynamic, when their connection had happened, they were the runner, they were running, but they could have been, you know, having their own issues, fear of intimacy, right? So they ran, right? But now they want to come back. Okay, what else? It seems like they've ascended. They've maybe learned their lessons. Maybe they've expanded, and they are preparing. They are preparing for a new phase of this union if this Nine of Pentacles is open to it. They could have been dealing with a karmic relationship. Maybe that was their trigger. Maybe that was what they had to learn from. Okay. Oh, but they very much want to explore this connection with this Nine of Pentacles. Oh my God, my voice. Oh God, please. We're gonna pace ourselves. So sorry about that. I got to be careful because I don't want to lose my voice again. Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's generally this Emperor's energy. Holy shit. Okay, let's see this Nine of Pentacles energy. They are hiding how they truly feel. What I think they truly feel is Queen of Cups energy, love. They still love this person, but they just have their fears about this person, their intentions. Maybe in the past, this, you know, this Emperor ran. Maybe they had allowed themselves to be vulnerable. This Emperor ran. They had to deal with the fallout, and they climbed themselves out of that, right? To get to where they are now, where they're doing great. And it's like to go back to all of this. That's why there's resistance, but I think there's still love there. They're hiding how they truly feel. I mean, they think about this person. They do reminisce, you know. It's still close to their heart. This person, this connection. And maybe they have been waiting for this expression of love, for a message, right? Maybe they have been waiting for it. But now that it's here, now that it's a reality, maybe that's why there's a bit of fear. So, yeah, I think this Nine of Pentacles is going to be in for the shock of their life. Things are changing. Things are transforming. But yeah, I mean, that's what we get with these two people. Let's see what the guidance is. We've got the Hierophant with the Four of Pentacles. So, you know, if this Emperor was in a karmic connection, right? That's why they kept themselves away. That's why they kept them, you know, they held themselves back because they were already committed to something. But I guess, you know, things have potentially changed for this Emperor, where the situation they were in, that karmic connection maybe no longer was right for them, and now they kind of have this fueled energy towards what's always been pulling at them, which is this connection with this Nine of Pentacles. Wow. So I'm getting that I think this person chose a family dynamic. If they were in a karmic connection, they could have had a family. There could have been children involved, and they had to choose that. But they weren't being honest about how they felt because they were already, you know, invested emotionally with this Nine of Pentacles, but they chose what they chose, right? And again, when it comes to, I mean, I don't really like the term karmic, but it's the only way to kind of identify it so that a lot of people can understand and relate to the concept. But I mean, if that's the path that they needed to walk to be with that person, to learn their lessons, then that's what that is, you know. And that's just, and I know you guys have a, you know, you have a hard, if you guys are dealing with a third party situation and you're the third party, and you guys are going to have to interpret it in the way that it works for you, because you could be, potentially you could be the third party, as in the third person in an already established commitment, or you could even be the wife or the husband feeling like you're the third party to the other person outside of the commitment. Does that make sense? So it's sometimes we encounter these connections because we were meant to learn lessons. And until we learn the lesson, it's just a cycle, right? It's just a horrible cycle. Yeah. So my ex-husband was my karmic, and it took me a long time to leave that cycle, a very long time. And it's not easy to just walk away from something, even though you are basically unhappy, and even though you feel like you know there's nothing that you want. Well, there's not that much that you want in the connection. I think really the only thing for me was my children. You know, that's what kept it together for me. Kind of getting the sense that this emperor is in the same boat. So, to coin a popular phrase, sometimes you got to put yourselves in their shoes to understand it. And so that's what I'm kind of seeing. That Eight of Swords is what we saw under this Queen of Cups, right? Having been stuck and then having been able to come out of that cycle, this Nine of Pentacles, not the karmic cycle, this Nine of Pentacles, having completed that chapter of difficulty with this Emperor, you know, they were stuck in that, they got out of it, stronger for it, right? Stronger energy for it. And so I think they want to preserve their independence and their strength. And it's natural. It's like if you escaped a lion's den, would you go back into the lion's den? Right? Like you already escaped. Why would you go back? And it's similar to that. Of course, it's not as, I mean, it could be as drastic as feeling like that. But you know what I mean, guys, you know. So I feel like this Emperor, I guess they want another opportunity, you know. But I think they are going to need to earn this Nine of Pentacles trust. Showing up in the King of Coins tells me this is what they need to be or embody, where they can be trusted again. You know, maybe this Nine of Pentacles couldn't rely on this Emperor before, and now that's what they need to kind of present, you know. I think if this has worked out this way, where this Emperor was in a karmic connection and had finally learned their lessons, is in a new chapter in their life, which is leading them back to this Nine of Pentacles. The only way for this to really have any potential of, you know, union or success is to be honest, give clarity, right? And I think make that decision, you know, commit to that decision, whatever that may be. And I think for the Nine of Pentacles, it's kind of, now, again, if you're the Nine of Pentacles, you don't have to, guys. You do not have to. The universe is kind of saying, though, you've already come out of that difficulty. You're much stronger for it, right? You can do it. It's like the universe is your cheerleader saying you can do it. You can allow yourself to potentially explore and just see what's being offered or what's there, because there's still, it would be different if this Nine of Pentacles was not, you know, emotionally invested anymore. If they didn't still love this Emperor, it would be different, but they do. And so it's kind of saying, if you're able to, why not give it a chance? Why not see where it goes? Okay. I mean, there's a distinction here. I'm kind of getting that you guys need to be able to determine or discern the difference between this connection coming back because of passion, because of physical aspects, because of that. Like, make sure that that's not the sole reason for this. Make sure that it's actual love. And, you know, the clear sign for this would be when these two people come together again. Instead of feeling an immense passion, which is mostly physical, there should be a sense of feeling peace. This is going to sound so corny, and I'm sorry, but it's like, rather than when these two people see each other and, you know, and they tear their clothes off each other, it should be they see each other, they look into each other's eyes, and there's just that feeling of calm. Like, finally, Holy shit, that's corny. Oh man, I don't know what this energy is, but you guys are obviously going through it. A certain part of our collective is going through this, so that's like a telltale sign. It's the real deal. If you and this person come together, and it's not the first instinct to want to jump each other's bones. I mean, that's part of it, I'm sure, but it's just saying there's a sense of feeling like the two, you know, like the settling into each other's energies and feeling like, probably feeling like no time has passed at all, but just feeling like it's finally here. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna this reading is so hopeful. Please be discerning. I know in some ways it will seem like it'll fit, but again, with the readings that I do, usually, if to be able to take the entire guidance, this has to be your entire story. This has to be how it all happened, how it's all happening, and then that's how it will potentially happen. Okay, but let's say you're resonating with this, but your person didn't have a karmic connection, then probably it's not your story, but you have things that you can learn from this reading. The strength to pursue things despite fear, right? The strength to still be open to love and happiness despite past situations or circumstances. So again, just be discerning, because I mean, I see a lot of you claiming the readings, and it's not that I do these readings and like this reading is very hopeful. This reading is like wow, wow. But sometimes we want something so much when it's not even applicable. So just make sure, okay? Because what I'm seeing is potentially the universe is saying this is coming in, it's going to be successful, it's going to give you happiness, you're no longer going to be sad, you're just going to be so goddamn happy, you're going to have a new chapter in your life, like it's endless, you know. So it's like boom, 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 happiness one after the other. Just make sure that this is like your story, like this is it, all of the aspects. And if there's just certain parts, then just get the guidance that you think would apply, right? So, do we want to, you know what? Yeah. I was going to use this deck earlier for the IG and Facebook readings, but it felt kind of off. And now I realize I'm supposed to use it here. So I'm going to get guidance for the Nine of Pentacles, okay? Because this is really geared toward the Nine of Pentacles energy. Like, this is individual guidance for that Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I mean, don't you love these cards? Your soul whispers love. Your ego shouts fear. Oh, man, I can't. Right? Come on. I mean, this is totally what that is. You know, if you're the Nine of Pentacles, your soul whispers love. You love this person still. But your ego, it could be your ego that is shouting that fear that you still have, that you carry. So you need to know you're strong. You're stronger than you were before. Okay? You're not as weak as you once were. You're able to determine what's good for you, what's best for you. You have boundaries now. So there's no fear. There should be no fear to explore this, because deep down, you still love this person, okay? Oh, man. This is such an interesting reading. Let's get more advice, guidance. Any more? Why? Well, I need that card? Yeah, there we go. Let go of control and relax into flow. Holy crap. There's something about tattoos, guys. Either you're planning on getting a tattoo or you have a tattoo, but there's something about tattoos, specifically moon tattoos. Could be for cancers. Does this deck have moons on it everywhere? Like, there's literally a moon on her forehead. Okay, so you got to let go of control. When it comes in, just let it come in, let it play out. You're strong enough to go along for the ride. This is kind of what it's saying. Celebrate yourself. You deserve it. You put in the hard work. You're in your best possible energy right now. And you deserve to have good things. You deserve to be happy. Wow, I love this reading. You are perfectly beautiful. for anyone that is facing or having any body image issues, real love will look beyond that. So you guys shouldn't be afraid of that aspect. But again, it's not saying don't try to be healthier, don't try to work on it, but it shouldn't be a pressure point for you guys, okay? And trust your intuition. She's always right. Absolutely, absolutely. The synchronicities in this deck is so funny. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of getting. I love this reading. It's amazing. This is going up on YouTube. I want to spread this beautiful reading. So if you guys want, you can also watch it there, but that won't be uploaded until probably later. So there you go.